I think there's kind of a freedom to torquing that, like, no matter what comes along, your monster truck, you just roll over it. When you have guys like Ham and the Torking network making torquing this big competitive thing, I didn't want it to be that way. I mean, a guy died because everybody was so competitive about torquing and what it is to them. You know, there was a time I wanted to roll away from it. And that's why I'm out here. Torquing out here is just the way it should be. Only torquing.
So we got some info that like K-Blossom might be in this area somewhere, and you know, usually when they send me out on these goose chases, what? No, I can't. Oh, come close. So they sent me out to find K-Blossom, and we got some good info that he might be around here. And the picture was really blurry, it wasn't really specific, but it's very clearly a hint from K-Blossom. We just don't know what he wanted us to do with it. So I guess I'm just gonna go back to the Torking Underground. And hopefully they come to the meetup point. It was the fear that I just don't show up and I'm just on the street.
Yeah, Ham was never the same after Torkus died. Ham had just tied up so much of his life into torquing, and he had made torquing just about beating Torkus, that when Torkus died, he no longer felt passion for torquing anymore. He got really depressed and sad. Even when the police came to arrest us, he just stood there. I mean, he didn't even try to even run. But me and No Money escaped. I found a Torking sympathizer, and he's putting me up in his shed. And No Money went off to spy on Surprise Shower. So I'm staying here planning, and I'm hoping with the information we can get from No Money, we'll be able to come up with a plan to not only bring back torquing, but also give Ham purpose in life again. And just hoping it all works out. Oh my gosh, that's a bug.
Breaking news. Behind us is the building where Ham H. Steak, an infamous torquer, was found by the police and arrested earlier today. He will soon stand trial and is expected to spend at least 3 lifetimes behind bars. This happening just a week after the anniversary of the Blackjack Toadsworth versus Torking case that banned the sport in the first place. For those of you who don't remember, torquing is a sport created by a man named Off-Road Torkus. Although some have denied whether he's even real, the impact his legacy has left has changed the world forever. Soon after its invention, torquing became a worldwide phenomenon, with shows such as the World Torking Network at the helm. But after an incident at a newly formed torquing school where one torquer was killed by another, the entire sport was banned. But now, with the sentencing of the last big name in the sport, the police are cracking down on torquers. It looks like torquing may be done for good, leaving them much less dangerous and, dare I say, less fun to watch, smoothing as the biggest sport in the world. Now we have some words from Senator Scruggs, Swing Vote McGillicuddy, formerly known as Blackjack Toadsworth, on the subject.
Torking was a disease that I, unfortunately, was forced to join. However, now that the much safer smoothing has been implemented, we can continue into the next few years peacefully.
Smoothing is a false religion that needs to be taken by the throat and cut away.
Sunday night smoothing! What a great night for Sunday night smoothing. We've got a great crowd tonight, so this should be a high energy match. Our athletes are squaring up. We have tonight a 2 versus 1 match with the Punch versus Federal Jargon and Squat Daniels. They're getting their motors started. Oh, That's the signal from the ref, and the match is officially started. The crowd is now allowed to take the field. It looks like Squat and Jargon are trying to surround the Paunch. Uh-oh. Looks like the ref thinks he is one of the smoothers. He's just getting in the way. The Paunch is visibly frustrated by this. As a former torker, he's used to practically no rules. That's what makes him such a good competitor. Tonight, we are blessed to be joined by the creator of this magnificent sport, Surprise Shower. He does not make appearances very often, and it's very clear that he is not a fan of the camera. Oh, looks like an audience member has been caught cheering. Total silence is required of the audience so that the athletes can focus. The ref has correctly decided to eject that audience member. Oh no, the Paunch's helmet has fallen off. That means we'll have to stop the whole match and have a full safety inspection of the area. Wonderful. Well, we'll be back in a few hours.
Wait, that's incorporated, right?
Incorporated, yeah.
Okay. Hello. I am Surprise Shower, founder and CEO of Smoothing Incorporated. Before we begin, you may notice that in front of me, there are two different colors of equipment. This difference is to...
I'm sorry, but I think
Hello, my name is Sweet Baby Gherkin. Today, I'm going to show you our new line of government-approved smoothing safety gear. Before we begin, you may notice that in front of me are two different colors of equipment. The orange represents a licensed smoother, while the green represents a particularly distinguished licensed smoother. Our first piece of equipment is the Smoothing Incorporated XO Scale 254. Our second piece of equipment is the Smoothing Incorporated Chest Defender 14. The third piece of equipment is the Smoothing Incorporated Vision Protector 893. These are made out of a highly tempered glass that allows for maximum safety. The fourth piece of equipment are the Smoothing Incorporated Power Gauntlets 2H6, only costing $120 each. Our fifth piece of equipment are the Smoothing Incorporated Shoulder Shields. While physical contact is against the rules in smoothing, sometimes two opponents will bump into each other, and these shields are carefully designed to absorb as much of the impact as possible. This gear can only be purchased for pickup or home delivery at one of our warehouses. If you are interested in smoothing, make sure to pick up this gear. Have fun and stay legal.
Now, for some behind-the-scenes interviews.
That was smooth. Smoothing is, oh, what a question. And it's just exciting to even consider it. Smoothing is more than an activity. It's more than a sport. Smoothing is really a way of life. It's an ideology.
I'm the Paunch. I was told by the network that I had to come down here and do an interview. I'm just doing it because I like the sport.
I've been doing this pretty much since it started about 1.5 years ago, and it's just a lot of fun.
Look at this. Look at this. Equipment. This vest, it's a badge of honor. This helmet, it protects more than just my head. It protects my thinking. I got hands. Look at these red hands. These are, you know,
The fans, they are great. I love them.
I mean, they're surrounding you. You can't do moves. I don't like people around me, along with the stupid referees.
So these black lines as you see around the court are to keep our players in bounds. We like to keep it all nice and contained. If they do cross that line, it'll be a 5-minute penalty. Take this seriously. This is life and death here.
Torking is inherently dangerous.
Torkers they're arrogant. They're malicious. You're walking down the street, you see somebody torquing, you run. I mean, you don't mess around with that. Those people, you gotta stay away from them.
I could probably be fired for this, and I don't even care. Citizen Torker. He betrayed me. I asked him to come to smoothing, and he said I betrayed him. that I was the bad guy. Who's the one breaking the law?
Do you see these fine robes right here? These beautiful garbs. Torkus wore one just like this. And it's said that if you wear one like this, everything you do is ascended, just like him.
My name is Silas Crodrotter. After that abomination called Torking was banned, I started getting some creeping students. You could say that I had a flourishing dojo, so to speak. I didn't have to worry about losing students to smoothing. Nobody takes that seriously. But then the authorities stopped pursuing those Torking fanatics. This caused a surge in Torking popularity. And I lost all of my creeping students. I can't express the level of betrayal I feel. On top of all this, my own son became, I can't even say it, a smoother. I call on the police and all authorities to take down that abomination called Torking.
My name is Detective Baker T. The most recent case I got, it's a bit personal, you see. I wasn't always a private investigator. Back then, I used to be a part of the Baker's Dozen. The Baker's Dozen was the finest group of men I've ever had the chance to work with back in the force. About a year ago, we were doing a Torking bust. It was supposed to be just a routine bust. We weren't expecting to find indoor Torkus.
Freeze! I'm taking you all in. Disengage. I said disengage! Disengage!
Killed all my men except me. The rest of the bakers who weren't there and myself, we were blamed for the incident. They cut our funding. Torque hunting went by the wayside, and Torkers have been left unchecked. Unlike Torkers, I have respect for smoothers. They take precautions, you know? They keep things safe. And then these Torkers come around. Whether it be jealousy or something, these Torkers, they've been attacking smoothers. And now it's my job to find out who these Torkers are and to bring them to justice. And if I can do that, maybe I can bring some of the bakers some peace. Maybe.
Smoothing is all about fame, money, and all that the world thinks that it can offer them. But the original Torking is about love and peace. And when you join us, you'll know just what I mean.
So you know the Torkers by the tracks that they leave. They've been Torking on top of cars. Really abusing the property, you know? Now we're just on the patrol looking for them. Maybe we'll find some. Oh. Would you look at that? I think we got our first suspect here, gentlemen. Alright, this is where things might get dangerous. So you and all you, just stay in the car, okay? Don't want you... Fine, whatever, just stay back, okay?
Oh, we got a runner! Stop! Stop in the name of the law! Stop! Get him! on the ground! Get on the ground!
You Torkas. You think you can outrun us with your make-believe engines? You think you can just torque wherever you please?
They're not monster trucks. None of them. Monster trucks are always smashing old cars, and I've never seen any of them doing any of that.
Oh, so you think you're a real monster truck out there?
Exactly.
I don't know if you've been hearing, but there's been rumors about a torker hospitalizing smoothers. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Really? Is there anything you're neglecting to tell me? Because I can be real persuasive with real monster trucks.
Torking underground. You can start there.
Torking underground?
Or maybe it's underground torking. One of the two.
Well, whatever it is, you can clear it up back at my office. Come on, let's go. All right, get in. You see that? That's how we do it in business.
What Torka Guard has brought me in to do is to find everyone who has lost their way, but is too far gone, and eliminate them to show that we are superior in everything that we do.
Torking underground. Where are you? Oh, what do we got here? This must be how they communicate with each other. What the heck? I'll never understand torkers. Well, looks like I got a few phone calls to make now. 33rd and 2nd Street. An address, huh? Looks like we got our next stop.
Take a seat.
Look, you already know why I'm here, so let's just get on with it.
Why do you think you're here?
Well, see, I heard from a guy. He said that this is how you get into Torking Underground. And I want to join Torking Underground.
How long have you been torquing?
Torking for about 2 years, 2.5 years.
What is your torquing name?
My name, yeah. Yonkis McCash Grab. Yeah.
Have you ever been arrested while torquing?
Nah, never.
What are your feelings on Torkus?
Torkus is an enigma. Can anyone who've invented something like torquing really be understood?
Well, you can leave now.
Come on, man, you gotta help me. All I need is to know who's attacking the smoothers. I heard they might be here. I just want to protect people.
There's the door.
Get on your knees. Welcome to Sanctuary. So, hi, welcome everybody. I'm Shutterbutter. This is the facility, the compound. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little concerned with having you guys here. I didn't think it was the best idea, but I also feel like this message really needs to get out there, you know, what we do, who we really are. Okay, first thing, this is not a violent, dangerous event, sports. I mean, it is dangerous, but nobody's actually died probably doing this, okay? So this is who we are. Torking is everything to us. It breaks my heart to know that there are fellow Torkers living in so much fear. Once you're here, you can't leave, they can't get to you, okay? Everybody is happy here, they can't stop us. We're in this together.
As you can see, this is our compound. These are the main torking areas. Got all of our living quarters up here. It's wonderful. Just look out my bedroom window and there's more torking. Just constant. I love it.
So basically how it works is that we all torque in shifts. The other thing we can't show you is the actual torque-offs because they get a little intense. We're gonna have some mock battles so that you guys can get an idea of what we do around here. They even like set up this weird betting system. Tater will bet up to like $300 on one match if he's really certain about making some money. But I'm not so sure that there is like a real way to determine whether or not somebody's better. I'm starting to think that it's really just a social hierarchy almost. And Tater and Butter have decided that I am at the bottom. And I'm staying there. And it doesn't matter how well I do, so.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Speed torquing, man, that's dangerous. What are you doing? We brought these people here to show them how safe it is here, and now you're speed torquing?
Sorry, Coach.
Come on.
Hi. Still new, I'm learning.
I'm sorry, guys. Everybody's really excited. Better, but still a little fast, all right?
For me, I found a lot of fulfillment and satisfaction in torquing. It's been a really rough experience overall. The first time the cops found me, it was a horrible sight. It's how I lost my dad, and my mom, and my dog. It was rough, but I'm here and I'm healing. And now I want to connect with nature and with all these beautiful people. Not through spiritual guidance, but pretending to be a truck, a monster truck.
So when we first started this compound, me and Shutterbutter, K-Blossom was supposed to be a part of it, but then he decided he was gonna go off and kind of do his own thing. Told me he was gonna make torquing legal again. He just kept on ranting about it, but I haven't heard from him. It's been absolute radio silence. It's honestly frustrating. I mean, he's out in the free world doing whatever he wants to do.
I'm really excited to be here. I think that the people are great. We're so far away from any outside community. I think that we can experience what true torquing really is supposed to be.
Everybody out there running these torquing circles that I know so many of you that are watching are involved in, they know how to get in contact with us. They know how to get you here. If you want to be here, we'll bring you here. You will be safe forever.
This just in. Another smoother has been violently attacked by a terrorist torquing group. Right behind me is the scene of the crime. This is the fifth in the series of attacks on high-profile smoothers that has left most of the victims completely stuck in a medical condition known as torquing paralysis. While the intentions of the torquing group remain uncertain, Smoothing's very own Surprise Showers has said publicly that they're working together with the police and several other private groups to make sure these torkers are brought to justice in so many words.
Torking. Where does it come from? Where do we arrive at being able to torque? Is it something that we find through external means? Is Torking within?
These are the words breathed from the mouth of the very prophet of Torkus himself, Torkagard. It is through these and many other inspired utterances that the true and religious form of Torking has been revealed to us. You see, when Torkagard was a young man, lost and unsure, he was found by Torkus.
I was tormented. I was greatly disturbed and I wandered the world, looking for a solution. As I crossed the threshold into the forest, I met the Off-Road Torkus. He was doing these seemingly nonsensical, erratic motions, and those motions, through time, he taught me, they were precise and logical. He taught me his ways.
Upon returning to the world to bring these teachings, he tried to reason with the misled Torkers. However, none were willing to hear. After he smote the unholy abomination that was TU Grid, Torkagard left civilization and once again found Torkus. It was there, at the edge of the world, where Torkus bestowed his teachings upon Torkagard before he ascended into the heavens. During his time there, Torkagard learned about the coming end of the era we live in and the return of Torkus, so much that he aged beyond his years.
Torkus, he isn't dead. He is going to come back as Count Torkula, and he will bring forth, he will herald a new age of Torking. It's going to happen.
And now, anyone can become a part of Torkus's convocation. All those who desire the true and pure way of the Tork are welcome here, at the Temple of Tork.
Maybe wondering why we're riding this black, unmarked vehicle. We're on our way to the compound to deliver supplies to Breadwater. When this whole thing started up, it used to be just one of those off-road torkers who would just, go to the park and torque around. And I've come to realize that, if you just treat it like a game, it's not worth it. It's only when you dive down deep into the Torkus religion, that's when you start to get stuff out of it. It's not a game. It's not a game at all. It's a war. Torking's gonna win. There's not a lot of us, but we can get the job done,
This is where I live, in this compound that I call the Temple of Tork, where Torkagard himself teaches us the way of Torkus, the pure way, not the polluted version of the world out there. Many Torkers don't really understand Torking. They don't understand that it's supposed to be something that is pure and unique in a way to live life. What Torkagard has brought me in to do is to find everyone who has lost their way, but is too far gone, and eliminate them. Smoothing is a false religion that needs to be taken by the throat and cut away. Torking is supposed to be like this, but they turned it into, I can't even bring myself to do it, but they turned their hands inside out the wrong way. Once a month, Torkagard tells me to meet him in a specific location where he passes on the teachings and also the list of people I need to eliminate per that time.
Pardon me, guys. Hey, citizen.
Oh, hey.
What's going on? Hey, can I talk to you over here?
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, we got a job for you.
Oh.
We think we know where Torkus is.
Really?
Yeah. We want to reestablish with Torkus and touch base and see if he wants to come out here. So we're going to send you out there to find him.
Okay.
All right, we trust
That
you on
sounds
this one.
great.
Like I said, you've been doing a great job. Keep it up. All right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More details in a little bit.
Really? I mean, really? They're trying this again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice? No. Nope, not this time. But I am leaving. I'm sick of it here. I'm gonna go find Torkus because I do think he's alive. And guess what? I'm going to find him. And I will be the one with the last laugh. I'm out of here.
My name is No Money, No Shame. I am hiding in Surprise Shower's house. I've been here for between 1 and 7 months. Honestly, I'm surprised I haven't been caught yet. He hasn't come in here once, and I don't even think he knows he has a closet full of women's clothes. I had to practice torquing indoors. I know it's dangerous, but I have to because of my withdrawal.
I am the best smoother in the world. That's why I'm the CEO of this company. Nobody else could be better than me, legally speaking. But you gotta lose weight to go faster.
I'm incredibly lucky. Surprise Shower talks to himself in the mirror like a concerningly large amount of time. It's been good because I was able to get all this information out to Ham and Big Binkus because there's this rat that responds well to Rudy, and when I tie the notes around him and send him down the drain, he always comes back, and there's no note, so they must be making it to Ham and Big Bingus.
Amid the shock of the attack by Torkers, we have just learned that Ham H. Steak has escaped custody. During his transportation to prison, the vehicle he was in was overturned, and he and 2 others fled the scene. If anyone has any information on the whereabouts of these 3, please contact the police. The location behind me has nothing to do with these events.
Well, we broke Ham out, which is good news. Bad news is he's still depressed and refuses to torque at all. But this is still progress. We just need a big break. And then we should be good.
I wish Bingus hadn't broken me free. What's the point? The reason I torqued was to beat Torkus, and now that he's dead, I'm better than everyone. Torkus was right. And now it's gone for everyone, and Torkus is gone. If there was a way to overthrow smoothing, bring torquing back, I could have purpose in life, but it's just not possible.
Hello? What? Ham's escape? That's not the news I wanted.
I told you to only call me in an emergency.
I got some bad news. Ham's escaped.
What? Do everything in our power to capture him again.
So they sent me out again. It's been like 2 months now. You know, part of me thinks that they just want me to get caught and arrested, and like then they don't have to deal with me anymore. But that's why I haven't actually torqued in like 30 days. And I still haven't found Torkus, but I don't care. I'm gonna find him, and I'm gonna bring him back. And I'm gonna be like, look what I did, guys. I saved Torking. I'm gonna be the hero. and the Mount Rushmore dream's gonna be a reality.
Dilly, he was my best lead, you know? He was inside, he had all the information. That was a setback. Now, stuck in this rehabilitation center, one of the victims from the Torking attacks. Smoother, he's finally ready to talk. If this don't pan out, I don't know where I'm gonna go.
Detective, they're ready for you in room 1.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Hi there. I'm Detective Baker T.
Bread, water.
Can I offer you a candy cigarette?
Bread, water. Bread, water. Bread, water.
So, let's start simple. What's your name? Okay. Do you remember anything about the night, you were attacked? Remember the perpetrator's face, their clothes, tire tracks, what gear they were in?
He's coming for me. They all are.
Well, by the tire tracks that they did leave, I'd say they were size 13, 12 3/4 maybe. I might know anybody who wears that particular shoe and tread size. Come on, dude. Anything at all?
Bread, water. Bread, water. Bread, water.
Who do you work for? You ain't getting nothing from me. Oh, you should have seen me in my heyday, boy. Back then I cracked 1,000 Torkers and I'll crack 1,000 more. Try your worst. It took all night, but I finally got that Torker to squeal his wheels. Then I gotta report my findings to the client. You know, standard procedure and all.
Baker T.
Yeah, it's me. I finally tracked down one of them Torkers. I got him to talk. He didn't say much, but he did give me a name. Torka God. Does that mean anything to you?
Wait, Torka Guard is still alive? Give me a second. I'll call you back.
This call had better be to tell me you found Ham.
Torka Guard is still alive, Blackjack.
What? Torka Guard is alive? Where is he? I need to face him.
Why'd you leave the basement? What if somebody sees you?
You never have anyone over, the blinds are always closed, and I'm tired of hiding. It's time to face Torka Guard.
What's going on over there? Who are you talking to?
It's TU. He wants to face Torka Guard.
No, if TU is found alive, that will ruin everything. Who are you? What?
Blackjack?
What happened?
Blackjack, what happened?
I've just been approached by a Torker with an interesting proposition. Shower, I want you to set up a remote location for Torka Guard and TU to meet. Tell TU that he needs to win by any means necessary. I need to make a few phone calls.
Tell Torka Guard that TU Grid wants to battle.
You're telling me you want me to let this guy go? Have him go back to Torkguard and tell him that this TU grid wants to battle?
Yes.
Alright, you're the boss, I guess.
Now go back to the basement.
No!
What's that? What's that sound?
Open the door.
Who is no money.
TU Grid is alive! Torking was banned based on a lie, and Torkguard is going to battle TU Grid tomorrow, and we need to be there to apprehend TU Grid!
What?
How can that be?
Torking based on TU Grid is. Wait. If TU Grid's still alive, then Torking might have a chance. Let's follow him.
Yeah, that's looking good.
Hey. What's cool? What's up?
You keep going.
I got a message.
And? We get lots of those.
From K Blossom. TU Grid is alive.
What?
He sent me a picture with him and TU with today's newspaper. He said I have to meet him at a specific location. Torkguard and TU Grid are about to have a torque off. And he wants me there.
If that's really happening, we got to be there.
Yeah. I have to go.
If I have you go, we can't help you if you get caught. You understand that we can't come. You realize that?
I understand.
You'll be on your own.
I know.
All right, Doc. I made contact with Citizen on the outside. He's going to meet you at the specified location, and then you two are going to go meet, all right?
Okay.
Now I need to know you're ready, because once we start, there's no turning back.
Let's do it. See you on the other side.
Okay, guys, look, I found a campfire, and I think it belongs to Torkus, and I think we're on the right trail. Might just be a homeless person's campfire though, but if a homeless person's been here, he might have seen Torkus, and you never know if... There's a torque off between TU Grid and Torkguard? Aren't they both dead? How's that even? This probably has to do with smoothing. All right, guys, I gotta go. I have to help. They're actually asking for my help for once. So I'm still gonna find them, we're still gonna come back, and the campfire's still gonna be there and we can inspect it or ask the next homeless man we see afterwards, but I have to go do this. All right, let's go.
I figured you all would come this way. K Blossom went ahead to TU and Torkguard's battle, but he wanted me to stay behind and deal with some smoothers that are blocking our way.
Well, I'm going over there to the battle. I want the two of you to make sure those smoothers don't get anywhere near us.
I knew you'd be here. Just you and me. One-on-one. Let's go now.
Okay.
So where's this Torkov?
He'll be here.
Wait, who's that?
I'm Detective Baker T. Dr. Tater, Ham H. Steak, you two are under arrest for illegal acts of talking.
No, we aren't.
Easy now, boys. Cool them engines. We wouldn't want you guys to have a little accident.
Idle down, H-Steak. Idle down.
Where's Torkagard?
You're not worthy of seeing Torkagard.
Then I'll have to force the information out of you.
We don't have to do this. You do know you're on the wrong side of all of this, don't you? I mean, look at all of that ridiculous gear you're wearing.
This is regulation smoothing gear made for our protection.
How could you do this to us? You're a Torker.
I trusted you! I left the safety of the compound for this! And now we're going away forever, man!
How could I not do this, okay? Smoothing is too big. I thought that I could take it out. I don't know why I thought that. They offered me a new life. They said I could leave. They said I could go somewhere safe. Look, guys, I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry.
You Torkers are fools. You can't possibly have expected to overthrow smoothing. Even K-Blossom saw that when he helped me set this trap. Torking was doomed the moment I decided so. And now the police will be here soon to arrest you all and ensure the victory of the smoothing empire.
Tell me where he is.
Enough talk, let's go.
Where's Torkagard?
Don't shoot!
Lose the mask. You aren't Torkagard.
I'm Silas Crodrider, the founder of Creeping. Once Torking was banned, the cops were taking it down. I was a fan of that. Then they stopped pursuing it. I had to do something to make sure that Torking was still on the police's radar. So I had you attack prominent smoothers that were in the public eye. Creeping will rise again.
If you aren't Torkagard, then you're no use to me.
I didn't expect to be as sad as I was when Torkus died. And then I heard rumors that TU hadn't actually died. I started doing some digging, and I found that all of Blackjack's funding had come from Smoothing Incorporated. So I started trying to find a way to get into Blackjack's estate, but it was pretty much hopeless. I was a fugitive and he had guards everywhere. The one thing that kept coming to my mind was torking. There are so many different kinds of torking. What if I could create a torking that would help me somehow to sneak past the guards? So I decided that I would try a thing I wanted to call stealth torking. I wear all one color and I torque at the same frequency of that color. Hypothetically, that would make me invisible. And it worked. So I went straight to Blackjack and I made a deal with him that he thought was going to really help him out, but in the end, I was planning to take down Smoothing all along.
All right, that's all I need. Thank you.
What?
What's going on here?
I officially have a confession from Blackjack Toadsworth right here.
This is all a setup?
So you're a
triple agent?
All Torkers are murderers.
TU's not even dead.
You can't beat me like this. Smoothing is inferior on land.
No! No!
I devoted my entire life to you, and it was all a lie. But I can make this right by showing the world that this man didn't die by torking. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Get up. If you want to be useful, take him and get out of here.
Are you gonna stop them?
How can I stop them from torquing if I can't stop myself?
Zacata, get off of him. Get up.
Who needs you anyway?
Whoa! That's it? You tell me all this? And this torquing, smoothing, and this whole thing is
Easy.
it's for control?
Easy.
For money? My friends died for this!
Smoothing is finished!
Stay back. Stay back, sir. I will shoot you! I will! Is this really that important to you? Go. Go! Jeez. Now I gotta take care of this body. All right. Here we go.
A shocking discovery tonight as both Surprise Shower and Senator Scruggs swing vote McGillicurtain, formerly known as Blackjack's Toadsworth, have both been arrested. We have just found out that while TU's heart did in fact stop during his fight with Torkagard, doctors were able to save him. These doctors were paid large sums of money by Surprise Shower to keep quiet, while Senator Scruggs used TU's apparent death to get torquing banned in the Blackjack versus torquing case. Then Toadsworth, while being funded under the table by Surprise Shower and his now growing smoothing empire, was able to get into a position of political power to make sure torquing remained banned. TU Grid has also been arrested for pretending to be dead. How this will affect both sports is still not entirely decided, but based on the comments of several government officials, rather than on banning torquing, smoothing is likely to be banned as well. More on this at 8. All of this live from my home, I mean my van. I definitely don't live here.
It's been a week since smoothing got banned. Still looking. I've decided to stop torquing until I find him, to keep a low profile. And the campfire's gone, so running into some dead ends. Torkus? Oh, Torkus! So I think that this is the happiest I've ever been. You know, I'd given up. There wasn't much hope left of finding Torkus, and now that it's here and now that it's happened, this is the greatest moment of my torquing career. And he's everything I thought he would be. I think what I understand now is that Torkus wasn't taking the sport in the wrong direction, and that everybody else was. I'm out here, and I'm just a monster truck. And there is another monster truck, but instead of trying to ruin another person's monster truck, you're just rolling over it with a friend and a partner, and there's no competition. And I don't have anybody else telling me my wheelie wasn't up long enough, or that my spin wasn't tight enough in a certain circular pattern, and that my points weren't enough to outdo somebody else. All Off-Road Torkus cares about was whether or not I had fun. This is what this was meant to be. This is what the sport was intended, and this is the way it should be. And at first, I wanted to tell everybody that he was here. I wanted to let everybody know that Torkus was back and he was alive, and that he could help us bring back the sport. I don't think I'm gonna do that now. Because the more I think about it, the more I realize torquing doesn't deserve Off-Road Torkus.